All right, guys. Hello, hello. We're officially recording. It is March 12th. You guys, we are back in action after being at the Diamond Leadership Retreat last week, which was tons of fun, which I'm sure a lot of you guys watched us on our stories on Instagram. Wink, wink, why we're going to be talking to you guys tonight about Instagram. I've gotten asked about Instagram a lot. I have built a lot of you guys here that are like actually my personally sponsored, I've met through Instagram. So I love to prospect on Instagram. I love to connect with new people on Instagram. And so I want to make sure that you guys know how to use what we consider to be the most important features, because they really are so simple and a really good way for us to grow your business. And I gotta be honest, I feel like Instagram is a really, really good place to start basically cold messaging. So if you ever want to do like a push where you are, wanting to send a bunch of new messages and you want to kind of connect with some new people, I know personally from experience that Facebook can be like hard to do that. It's like it can be intense to message somebody on Facebook if they're not welcoming when it comes to cold messaging. So it's really important to build relationships on Facebook. However, on Instagram, I have found people are a lot more friendlier to cold messages and to building cold, quote unquote, quote, relationships. So that is what we're going to go into tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. Tell me if you guys can see this. Can you guys see my little Instagram thing right here on my screen? Yeah? Okay, cool. All right, so guys, this is like legit my phone screen right now. So I have Instagram up right now. So I'm gonna start from the very beginning. This is my profile. If you guys aren't following me, I'm just Kelly Forrestall. I'm nothing super crazy or fancy. Mainly because I want people to be able to find me. So if you have like a fancy username, you might want to consider not having it be super creative or super outgoing kind of a thing. Like if I was, I don't know, blonde haired babe or something like that, people would be like, who the heck is this chick? They wouldn't really know that it was me, which is why I have it just as my name. So I'm easily searchable. Now, what you want to be aware here is that I obviously have my bio, right? Which is I'm a boy mom, I'm a wife, I'm Dynasty dedicated, AKA. That's kind of like a little bit of a curiosity, how I would say part of the bio, and then I'm a happiness hookup, Chicago transplant in Florida, and of course my branded trademark as Mama Moving Mountains. And then I have add me on Facebook here. Okay, so it's super important to have a good bio. I want to make a point here. Do not post your Elevacity link here. Do not post your Ellepreneur link here. The only link that I want to see in your bio, or that anybody wants to see in your bio, is how to connect with you further. Okay, so add that, that means connect with you on whether it's Snapchat or Facebook. I clearly like Facebook solely because we all do a lot on Facebook, right? That's where our group is, our Dynasty Happiness Project. That's where we do all of our sneak peeks. So I want them to easily be able to find me on Facebook and Instagram, because that's where I mainly am all the time, on Facebook and Instagram. So with that being said, you want to make sure that it is, you are putting things up so that people can connect with you. Okay. So this is when you've heard us maybe talk about branding before, and I don't really necessarily like the word branding, because you are not necessarily a brand. Your page is the brand. That's how my husband described it. And I was like, oh, wow, that's really great. You are yourself, but your page is your brand. Your page is essentially what people are coming here and looking at my profile and saying like, okay, clearly she does something, you know, on her computer. She's working. I mean, there's my computer's posted a couple of times. I definitely post about, you know, Connor quite a bit, and I'm pretty sarcastic on some of my posts, and there's maybe a couple of coffee mugs here and there. So people are like, what is she doing? Because I've kind of given them a hint as to who I am in my bio. So make sure that you are kind of putting your niches there in a creative way. And it doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can put up 2, 3, you can put up, I mean, honestly, I recommend 3 or 4 little bullet points. And then adding either like a link to connect with you on Facebook or your email or Snapchat or whatever your other preferred form of communication is. So just make sure there's no links of like Elevacity or Elapreneurs or anything like that there. So now, which is, I'm sure you guys are all, this is the one I get asked for, how to create eye-catching content. So I'm not going to go into the attraction marketing side of things because this is essentially, you've got to be doing attraction marketing with this, right? So the content part, and if you're new and you don't exactly know, I can't see the chat, I just realized. Uh-oh. So I'll check the chat at the end, guys, if there's any questions or anything like that. So I'm not going to go into like what you're actually sharing in terms of content. You just got to remember that when you are putting up, what I am going to go over is the visualization part of the content, AKA how do I get all of my pictures to kind of have that light, airy feeling type to it, right? They all kind of look like they match. And that's because they do. They all have the same similar preset on them, AKA filter on them, so that it kind of has that flow to it where they all seem to match a little bit. And that's what kind of, honestly, that's what's going to get people to stop and look at your page is when it is aesthetically appealing. So with that being said, I'm going to close this. And my 2 favorite things to do, I've kind of talked to you guys about this before, but I'm going to show you. My 2 favorite things to do, what I personally use is Lightroom. Okay, so this is the app, Adobe Photoshop Lightroom CC. It is not free. Okay, so this one's not free. However, I'm going to go over one that is free. So this is clearly I'm just going to pick this random picture of Connor being crazy. You just go ahead, choose from your album. Now I have taken the time already. I went on Etsy and let me see, I know I have the Etsy app on here somewhere, guys. You can go on Etsy. You can also go on, I'm trying to think, I literally just Googled them, and honestly, then I started to see ads for them all the time, and that's where I found my current preset was, I think, literally just an ad. But as you can see, I've already searched Lightroom presets on Etsy, and look, guys, they're so easy to use. You can find them for fairly cheap, like literally, here's one for $2.85. Now, my suggestions for you guys when you are looking up presets, if you are going to go down the Lightroom, again, it's not free. You do have to pay for the Lightroom app. It's not expensive, and clearly this is not, I mean, $2.85 is fairly affordable. And once you buy it, it's yours forever. Now, when you're looking through all of these presets, right, because you're like, oh my gosh, I love all of them. Like, I want every single one of them. How am I going to know which one's going to look good for me? Well, ironically, we just had this experience with Jermaine. So what I tell people is make sure when you're looking at Lightroom or when you're looking at presets to look at what the skin color looks like. So Jermaine has obviously a lot darker skin than I do. I'm very white, guys. I'm like very white. And she's tanned. So what looks good for me really makes her look like an funny color. Like it turns her skin a funny color. So you got to make sure that when you are picking out your Lightroom, and the only reason I'm saying this to you guys is so that you don't do what I did, and I literally had to buy like 5 different Lightroom presets before I actually found one that I like. Look at what the picture makes their skin looks like, right? So obviously this one's called Suntan, and you can see it kind of gives that, like, I almost want to say it's like a brownish tint to their entire photo. Whereas if you go to another one, you know, this one is indoor bright, clearly, you know, this is going to give that whitewash look kind of. I actually really like this one. I'm not even going to lie. I kind of want to buy it. As I'm like, okay, so you buy your preset, you download it. They literally give you step-by-step instructions on how to upload it into Lightroom. Like when you buy your preset, it comes with instructions. If you don't get instructions, I have instructions to send to you. Step-by-step instructions on how to get it onto your phone. So literally what you do when you do it, you just basically, I mean, like I could essentially make this a preset. See how it says create preset right there, guys? Like if I wanted to, I could create a preset. It's that easy. Like it's that easy. But I'm not going to go step by step through that because they literally give you step by step instructions. So I already have my presets stuck in here, and I'll show you guys kind of what I meant about the colors. So here is one. Do you see it's called Powder Pink? And you can see kind of what it does to Connor's skin tone. Now, if I were to go down to the ones now that I use, clearly as you guys can see, like I went through quite a bit of presets, but these Veil ones are the ones that I use. So did you see how much that changed the color of how like Veil versus Powdered Pink is so much different. Like the Powdered Pink ones just really, I wasn't a fan of what they did to my skin tone or to Connor's or just really any of my pictures. It wasn't what I was looking for. I'd much rather have something like this where it's a lot lighter and brighter and more white, because white is kind of my theme. That's what I like. So that's it, guys. That's literally it. I save it, and then I save my picture, save to camera, roll, and I am done. That's as easy as it gets with Lightroom. So that's why I suggest Lightroom if you're up for paying for it. It's, again, not that expensive, but it is not free. Now, if you want free, come over here and go to Pinterest first and search VSCO filters free. You want to make sure you're doing free because that's, some of these are not always free. All right, so I'm just going to show you guys how to quickly use this. So as you can see, again, very similar to Lightroom, these are essentially presets that you get to make for free on VSCO. It's a little bit more work because it's free, but you're going to be able to create. You can search through all these VSCO free filters. VSCO is an app, and you're going to go ahead and let me see if I can find one that like doesn't have. We're just going to go with this guy. Okay, so I'm going to be like, all right, I want my pictures to look like this. So I'm going to go to the VSCO app. This is the VSCO app. Clearly, I've tried to do this and show this before. So I'm going to just go ahead and I guess I can upload another picture. So here's that picture of Connor. I'm just going to import that. I'm going to use this one though since it's unedited. Okay, so I know that I had, it was C1, but I think I had to let me go back and check and see. So C1 plus 6. So I chose the C1 and see how it was all the way up to 12. I want to bring it to 6. Okay. And then I go back to here and I go to exposure, and that's -3. Okay. So I go to this little guy here and go to exposure, go all the way down to -3. As you guys can see, it's what I call a recipe. And you see what it's doing to my pictures too. It's giving, see how these have almost like makes the person very dark. Contrast is -1. So I go here and -1. And then saturation is -2 and temperature is +1. So I find saturation and I go and see, I'm literally just essentially creating the temperature is what I was looking for. So temperature is actually in white balance and it's +1. So I just basically create, okay, so it's not perfect, but I just basically created that filter. Do you see how that photo can be very similar to these colors in this specific filter that I chose? So you're gonna have to search through and find what you like. But that's literally it. Then I save it and I'm good to go. And I actually think I can save this to my camera roll then too if I wanted. And that's it. So you can just kind of figure out which one that you want in order to do that. So that is my little branding tips that I have for you guys. Go and have some fun with that. But let's go back to actual Instagram. And this is obviously the first page. Now I want to talk to you guys about finding or using hashtags to find quality prospects. Okay, so essentially what I'm going to truly recommend, if you can, and if you are open to it, there are some really affordable Instagram bots out there that will do this for you. I personally use Social Upgrade. I know Megan Desart uses Gold Nitro. I know there's free ones out there actually even. And oh, here is the chat. I found it. Okay, guys, sorry. So Jermaine said I did that too, bought all the presets. Yeah, it made her look like a burnt Willy Wonka is what she says. So, and as far as videos, I do not know how to put the filters on videos. I've never actually tried it though. So that's a good question. I should try it. And yeah, I used to use the edit thing on Instagram too, and definitely just, adjust the colors and the brightness every single time, but definitely I enjoy the presets. They have honestly made my pictures look way better. So check those out if you can. Okay, so I personally, for the bots, again, I personally use Social Upgrade. I know Megan uses Gold Nitro. You can literally Google Instagram bots for free, and they're going to do what I'm about to tell you, okay? But I still recommend, if you want to really grow your business, this is a great way to find new leads and new prospects, like, very easily. So you come to the search button and you think about all of the things that you enjoy. So I'm just going to go like keto because I feel like that's just something. So I'm going to click tags and click keto. Okay. So, oh my gosh, there's going to be so many things on keto here. So you can just kind of scroll through here and find some people that you connect with. So, oh my gosh, Low Carb Dashian, that's pretty funny. I'm not even gonna lie. That's pretty hilarious. That's creative. So this girl's actually pretty cute. I feel like I was drawn to her profile. You just want to make sure you can connect with them if that's something you feel like you can connect with that person, whether it's in terms of keto, whether it's in terms, it could be anything, guys. You just are randomly going, not randomly, but you're going to think of a hashtag that has some type of meaning for you and search that, okay, and start there. So basically from here, what you'll want to do is follow this person, and you're going to just kind of love on them a little bit. I'm not suggesting you like go through every single thing. Honestly, what I would normally do is go ahead and send this girl a message. You guys don't think I'll do it? I'll totally do it right now. And I'm just going to say, hey, I love your profile. Super cute. It is super cute. Super cute. And I'm just going to like say hey to her, basically. How are you? Any chance you happen to like coffee? So you can kind of just honestly scroll through all of the different, like you guys, I feel like keto wasn't even the best example because we want to do like makeup, might be a better one or something. We'll go, as you can see, look at it, just under makeup tutorial, guys, there's 17.3 million posts. Like you are going to find somebody that you can relate to in some type of hashtag. It's just up to you to kind of figure out which one you want to go to. So this is a really good way to grow your business, is to just utilize hashtags and search what you enjoy doing, right? Those are the people that you're going to connect with. Find your tribe, guys. Find the things that you like to do and connect with those people. Hashtags is a great way to search through and find those new people. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about, guys, is stories. If you're not using stories, you're missing out. If you are using stories, you probably have noticed how easy they are. So this is my stories. Oh, hey, Jana. So this is from this morning. And it's just like, obviously it's 24 hours. So it's just kind of like a Snapchat type thing. And literally, guys, the more you put on your stories, the better. It'll automatically go to Facebook it's like literally just going through mine. If you link it to your Facebook, it'll automatically go to your Facebook, and people are going to be in your inbox for sure from watching your stories. Like literally, I feel like I'm not putting anything up of like true amazing value here. This is just literally what I did today. Literally what I've done today, and I put this up obviously because I was putting this up. I'm going to go over this in a second to show you guys how I did this. But these are great ways to get people in your inbox. So this, I don't have the sound on, but this one I'm basically talking about how I did Sunbasket. Guys, I had 3 people in my inbox already just saying like, oh, I love Sunbasket, or we tried HelloFresh, or, whatever it was. So I'm going to show you guys how I put that question up there so people can respond and to get a poll up, okay? So setting up polls for leads. Honestly, you can do truly anything in terms of, oh, hey. Trying to think if I can find one. Okay. So here's one that I did not too long ago. This is the mala beads that we received at the Diamond Retreat, and I put up a poll. So in order to get the polls, guys, literally you find your picture, you scroll up, and it's right there. So maybe this one's probably. So I actually think I'm going to change my mind because, like I said, I'm doing this, and I'm going to do coffee, photography. Pinterest, guys, is literally my Google. Anytime I need to Google something, I go to Pinterest. So I just saved that photo of the coffee, and I am going to go back to, oh my gosh, I have so many photos. Oh, here, this one's cute. All right, so we're gonna go with this one since I was talking about planning our diamond retreat, hint, hint, for 2020. And so I am going to post a poll right now and say, are you looking to, or actually, hold on, instead of, you can do it this way depending on how you want it to look. I actually do think I'm going to do it this way. Are you more interested in having fun or making money? Okay, so this is a random poll that I'm going to do. And you see how you can't really see it? See this little A button? No, I don't know if you guys can see it actually. So let me move you. Oh, okay, so this little A button up here, if you click that, it will give it a background, which is really cool. So you don't have to, so I like this pink one. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Scroll up, hit poll. I'm gonna put, I want money, or I should put show me the money. That'd be funny. Show me the money. And then we're gonna say girls just wanna have fun. Oh no, it doesn't fit. Okay, so we're gonna put let's party. And that's literally it, okay? So this, I'm gonna put up on my stories and people are going to respond to them. So I wish I had saved one from before. But once somebody does respond to them, we are just simply, let me see. So I did it so just to show you guys, okay? So you can scroll up and you can then see who voted on your poll, okay? You just literally swipe up and it's gonna show you what the results are, okay? So essentially, guys, this is a great way to get leads, like literally easy way to get leads. You can put up something like, who wants to try a $2 sample? And people are gonna reply, yes, yes, yes. Super, super easy way. So from there, you can you look at your story archive? What do you mean by that, Zanetta? I believe you can look at your, like, I know that there is an archive of it, but I don't know what you mean by that. So let's just say somebody did vote on here, and I'm gonna just go to here and, oh, see, look at that. Taylor and Haley already loving on me. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. So here's Taylor's. She does an amazing job, guys, also at Instagram. As you can see how Taylor has a pattern too. That's something you guys can always do. But her pictures are all under like that same filter. They have that same vibe. Plus then she's got the pattern going of the black and white quotes in between her photos. Like you can definitely, you know, play around with it as much as you want. So let's say Taylor did send me a message. I can come here and I'm going to, so this is where I use my, actually, hold on. So this is where I use my text replacements. You guys don't use text replacements. You need to. So all I typed in was poll and my entire script pops up. And there is a video on how to get your text replacements in the announcement section in the Dynasty. So I'm not going to go over that. So this is my script for it. And it just says, hey, saw you voted for more money in your life on the poll I had up the other day. Just curious if that was something you were serious about or just playing. If not, totally cool. Okay. So there, again, great way to get some leads, send some messages, and utilize the polls. So, so that is basically how you're going to view what they are. And so, like I said, So you go here, that's my stories. All right, so swipe up and look at, I can also see who has seen all of, I can, like, this is literally leads if I wanted. I do not use a hashtag generator. I used to. You can. A really good app, if you guys do want to use a hashtag generator, is, oh, what's the name of it? Hashtagger. Look at me. Okay, so Hashtagger, guys. So literally what it does, this is a little off subject here. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've already used the recent ones, Transformation Thursday, Boy Mom, CBD Oil, Coffee Mom. So I'm just going to type in coffee here, and I'm going to search it. And as I search it, it's going to bring up the top 30, I think it's 30, most relevant hashtags that are related to coffee. So as it pulls them up, I'm literally able to copy and paste all 30 of them quickly without having to think about, like, oh my God, what hashtag am I going to use? I don't know why it's taking so long, so I'm going to close that app and reopen it. But it's called Hashtagger. This is free. And it's a really good way to kind of get more people looking at your page, because again, hashtags, guys, just like I was saying for you to search through them, guess what? Like, other people search through them too. So the more you have hashtagged on your post, the more visibility you're going to see from other people, okay? Or that other people are going to see of you. So yes, utilize Hashtagger. And then again, same thing I've recommended, oh, this Facebook, same thing I've recommended. So this is, again, you can kind of see all of the things. So here is, Craig voted, and then some Taylor voted also on the poll I had up earlier. And then I also wanted to show you guys questions, how I put up that question right there. And I mean, you can see Brianna in here. She has, Craig, he's over here like Grubhub. Oh my gosh. So you can go ahead and see your responses right here. If there's more than 2, there'll be a little area for you to click where you can see more of them. A lot of people will just swipe up and message you about it. I've got quite a few of those in there too. But people love to give their opinion. So that's why you should for sure utilize questions and polls and things like that, because this is just a really simple way to get people in your inbox easily. Like, we don't have, it's just, if they're in your inbox giving you their opinion, great. That's a great way to bridge the conversation into coffee. So the next thing I'm going to suggest to you guys is to also use big accounts on Instagram to find prospects. So it's the same thing on Facebook, right? Like, I've suggested many times to my girls, I know, and I've talked to the Dynasty about it, about basically taking your, finding the people that inspire you and going to their pages and looking at who's commenting, who's liking. Do you connect to any of those people? Because if you guys are both on Tony Robbins, post, because guess what? Like, you guys all really like Tony Robbins, right? Because he's amazing. So here, we're going to go to Tony Robbins, and I'm going to click take what you learn and make a difference with it. So there's 491 comments on here. All right. So what I would do normally is just kind of poke around, see what some of these people are saying. What am I connecting with here? Who am I connecting with here? And I'm going to click their picture, and I'm going to see, like, okay, so honestly, this is a great one to maybe connect with. I'm going to follow her, and she looks like she works hard, and she is definitely on the computer. So you just can kind of utilize these big accounts and connect with them. And again, you can go ahead and send them messages. So I don't know, for whatever reason it didn't follow her. Okay, so I actually have a script for people that I find on big accounts. And it just says, hey friend, I know this is very random, but I found you on, this is where I would say Tony, I'll send this too for sure, Robin's account, and started checking out seeing what you're into. I know you're into, okay, so I didn't really look at her page that well, so I'm gonna have to come back here and look at her page a little bit. She's clearly into being entrepreneur, so I can say something about entrepreneurship. I'm gonna say you are seeing you're an entrepreneur as well. I know you're, oops. I'm going to say, I know you're busy and not so sure if I'm barking up the wrong tree here, but I was curious if you're at all open to a side project to make extra money and have a damn good time doing it. If not, no biggie. Okay, so I really wish it would follow her. I don't know why it's not, but okay, so I'm literally just going to go ahead and send this. So again, guys, that is how you find, like I just sent messages while on this with you guys, connecting with new people. And I'm telling you, it's way more open on the Instagram world to do something like this. Absolutely way more open. So, okay, I'm almost done. The last few things that I want to talk to you guys about are the highlights right here. The VIP life, coffee life, mom life. I gotta be honest, I literally added this stuff today because I felt like I didn't know what I wanted to put up there, whatever, but they are super important to have up here, and I do feel like it makes your profile look a little bit more legitimate, like you actually know what you're doing, because it takes that extra work. So in order to do them, pretty simple. It used to be a little bit more confusing, but literally, guys, you can come here, and these are like basically your story archives, and I could go all the way back. So I personally have, you know, wife life, so just my ridiculous husband and I, and all the things that we've experienced, and then I've got, you know, mom life, and obviously this crazy kid, and things like that. Then I've got the dynasty, so that people are just kind of, you know, they're clicking through my profile to get to know me a little bit better. Blah, 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 blah. And again, you guys, oh, here, this is a good one. So this is literally a great one that shows all of the different people. See, I can see the people that voted yes and the people that voted no. So this is like great way to just go ahead and send them messages. Again, they're like free leads, literally free leads, guys. So definitely be sure to set up some of these in order for me to get these little, how it says VIP group. This is obviously the Dynasty's Happiness Project. I actually didn't add the last photo, which is suggesting to them that they can swipe up to link it to the Dynasty's Happiness Project, but I didn't get to do that. So that is the highlighted Instagram stories, but literally in order to do that, guys, you just click new, and you can go ahead and, so I'll just kind of put one randomly together, click that, and then you see how you can edit your cover photo, and then you can click that little guy, and it's going to take you to whichever one you want to make it the cover, if that makes sense. And then I could click done, and I could change it to coffee is life, and click add, and I'm good. But I'm not going to do that, just to show you, like, it's that easy. It's that simple to do that. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you guys is about that. Now, if you guys, let me show you just one more thing on the stories. So on stories, I'm going to story you guys really fast. Okay, hold on. Let me make this bigger. Ah! Why isn't it going bigger? Weird. Hold on. Maybe I need to stop share. Ah, there it is. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and story you guys really fast. Don't worry, I'm going to share. Pose, Jermaine. Smile, beautiful, everybody. Good job. Good job. Okay, so let me show you guys my screen again. All right, so that's the photo I just took of you gorgeous human beings. And if I want to add any, I can tap on it. You tap on it, you can type, okay? If you swipe up, you're going to get all of this stuff. For whatever reason, I don't have music. It drives me crazy. I don't know why I don't have music. But I can mention people like Jermaine. And I can go ahead and say, are you up for Tuesday nights? I mean, maybe I shouldn't do another poll, but that's fine for now, just to show you guys. I don't normally recommend putting 1,900 polls on at once, but what do we call them? Happy hour. I'm like, oh my gosh, why can't I think? And you guys obviously can change this to whatever you want it to be. And then you can swipe over left and right, and going to filter your photos a little bit as well. And then as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, it also shows that it's going to show up on my Facebook stories, which is super helpful because before mine was not linked to my Facebook stories. So look at Jermaine's. See, I'm like addicted to watching their stories, guys. Jermaine was at the DMV for like 9 hours today. So, and there's cute Jax. So stories are literally life, you guys. You want to be sure that you're utilizing them and then making sure that your page really kind of has a flow and an aesthetic feel to them. And let me see. If you can't swipe up, some people do also put like a link tree website to connect them. But honestly, guys, I don't think you even need to worry about setting any of that stuff up because at the end of the day, you just want people to get in your inbox, period. So that is, I think, all I have for you guys. Do you guys, hashtagger did stop working. Weird that stopped working. Wonder if there's another app out there. But I know obviously there are apps out there that you can utilize. Yeah, let's see if we can find one. Have you tried Googling it? Because literally, I'll just Google it. Hashtags are really hard, which is why I recommend a bot because they do the work for you. A bot, literally, guys, what it will do is, so let me just show you really fast, and then I promise I'll stop talking. I did pull it up on my computer just to show you guys. So this is Social Upgrade. This is what I use. This is my quote-unquote bot. And I just restarted it because I kind of have been playing around trying to find what's worth my money because this is a little bit more on the more expensive side. However, I really do like this one. So look I get to create what I want my targets to be, okay? So I don't know. I'm just going to put Tony Robbins because it's like literally the only I can think of right now. So like if I want to put Tony Robbins, if I want to put keto here as a hashtag. See, look, so now they updated them and they're all going to be here, keto, Tony Robbins. So clearly I need to I only have 7 of them right now and I could add a ton more and broaden my horizons. But what the app is, what this is going to do is it's going to go through the people who like Jenna Cooper Fit, and they're going to go through Mom Life hashtag, and they're going to like and follow people that are putting things in those hashtags, or that are, you know, following Tony Robbins. And in turn, usually on Instagram, when you follow somebody, they'll click your profile and they want to see what you're up to, possibly follow you, possibly send you a message, whatever. It's a great way to just, honestly, it's doing the work for you. It really is. It does. Going through hashtags is very overwhelming, you guys, because obviously you just saw, I clicked keto and it was like 17.9 million posts in there. It can be like an endless hole. Like literally you'll be in there for hours on end. Like, oh my gosh, it becomes very overwhelming, which is the only reason why I suggest finding a bot. And you guys can find free ones too. Like there's usually something for everything, especially with Instagram. It just takes a little bit more research. I personally do think it is worth, see, I had the follow and unfollow off because I was basically low on follows. So I'm going to go ahead and restart that. And look at, so user-friendly, and I've gained 1,600 followers. I don't know in how long, but because we just restarted it. But that is it. That's simple enough for everybody. What do you think? Instagram Live, not worth your time. Just being honest, not worth your time. Nobody watches them. I don't watch them. Do you guys watch them? Any Instagram? Yeah, nobody watches them. Instagram TV, nobody watches it. Nobody. I never ever click at Instagram Live. People are mean. Oh my God, I've never had mean people, but they don't ever come on. Like my audience on Instagram, it just is a waste of time. Stories is everything on Instagram. Like stories and making sure that your profile is kind of has an aesthetic flow to it. Whether you have a pattern, like I showed you Taylor's, how she has a pattern, or you guys all are just using, you know, the same similar filter. Yeah, unless you're a Kardashian, literally nobody cares. Like literally, that's it on Instagram Live. Don't waste your time on Instagram Live. Go live on Facebook only and get on stories on both Facebook and Instagram. So does anybody have any other questions or anything? That's literally all I think I have. I hope this was helpful for you guys. And okay. Well, thanks for hopping on with us tonight. This is a longer call. We appreciate you guys. And I know we will be back on track. We're going to have another team call next week, but yeah, I'm trying to think of what else there is going on this week. I don't think there's anything going on this week. Woo! So let's get this. Okay, no more questions. Did I miss anything? Nope. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hopping on with me tonight, and I will talk to you guys all very soon. Bye, guys.